Human instinct demands we protect the young. But sometimes instinct is overruled by stronger impulses. A disturbed mind can transform a protector into a predator. Lakeland, Florida, 1980. 4-year-old Jeffrey Davis is getting to know his new babysitter. Christine Falling gets along well with the little boy. Jeffrey's mother believes she is leaving her son in safe hands.
I think that she was doing a good job as far as, as taking care of the babies,
But this babysitter's playful persona is hanging by a thread. A thread that is about to snap. When the mother of Jeffrey Davis returns home, she walks into a nightmare.
Certainly it was a terrible blow for anyone to lose a child, especially, babies.
Christine claims the boy simply stopped breathing. The autopsy blames a heart condition called myocarditis, a condition that is very rarely fatal.
Now, myocarditis is really considered a cause of death only when everything else has been excluded.
Jeffrey is not the first baby to die in Christine Falling's care. And he will not be the last. When the deaths are reported to the sheriff of Calhoun County, Buddy Smith, he knows something isn't right.
It was just a strange thing that all the babies that was in her care had died, and it was a mystery there for a good while.
Put the trail of dead down to bad luck or an unknown virus. No one dares to imagine that children are being murdered by their slow and apparently harmless babysitter.
It seems that she had maybe a nice nature. And people maybe thought, well, Christine couldn't possibly have done this. She's too slow. She's not maniacal. And so they ruled her out.
Yet the seemingly gentle Christine Falling started killing early.
Oftentimes when young children abuse small animals, it's acting out rage and frustration over something they can control.
As a child, she would test if cats had 9 lives by dropping them from a great height.
She grew up fairly poor, and the families did not have good paying jobs and make a lot of money, And I think probably from the beginning had some problems.
Local police were well aware that Christine didn't have a happy childhood. She was abused sexually and physically.
I recall the former sheriff, W.C. Reeder, worked a case where the child was taken to the hospital, and the first word he got from the mother was that she had gotten run over by the car, and he got to checking into it further and found out that this child had been beaten pretty bad with a bottle.
Because of Christine's family situation, the early life poverty, the low IQ, I don't think she stood a chance of having a normal life.
Poverty and abuse leave their scars on Christine. But they are not the only reasons she becomes a killer. By the time she turns 18, Christine Falling is a ticking time bomb. 3 days after the death of Jeffrey Davis, Christine Falling is asked to babysit again. She will look after 2-year-old Joseph Spring while his parents attend a funeral.
Say bye-bye.
The funeral of Christine's previous victim.
With her background and her education background, she just did not have the ability, to get out and get good jobs. And she just picked up jobs like babysitting. And she felt like, I guess this was the only way she could maybe make some extra money and survive.
Christine has a childlike quality that children find appealing. But it is not an act. She has below normal intelligence, making her disturbed mind deadly.
People with very low IQs, such as Christine, tend to also have a low frustration level.